Getting good grades. That is the number one trap that I can honestly say all engineering students fall for once they step foot into university. Because we're all fresh out of high school once we're a first year engineer, right? And we're thinking that the perfect way to succeed in engineering university is getting the perfect straight A report card. That is not the best way to do it. Because look at any job posting out there for an engineering position. Does a single one of them say that they're looking for someone with a 4.5 GPA? No. They're not. They're looking for stuff like leadership. They're looking for stuff like communication. They're looking for people who have initiative, who have passion, and are actually willing to help this company. Just because you have a bunch of A's in a straight line doesn't mean that you're actually the best kind of engineer that can help this company. But I'm not saying that you should just skip all of your classes and skip all of your assignments and just do the bare fucking minimum. Because that's the softest way you can go through university. What I'm saying is you shouldn't use all of your time towards these grades. No, you shouldn't use all of your time towards that. But you should redirect it towards things that'll actually develop you as a successful engineer. Experience over grids, experience over grids. I can't emphasize that enough. And there are 3 ways that you can get experience. It is through projects, it is through internships, and it is through the actual job that you get once you graduate. And you can look at it as a pyramid. The top one, the pinnacle one, is the job that you get after you graduate. And then below that, we got internships. And below that, we got projects. And projects is where you're going to start. This is what you're going to focus on when you're in your first year and your second year of university the most. And these projects can be split into 3 different sections, which is personal projects, most importantly, and then design club projects and group projects. Okay, group projects, they're at your fingertips. Almost all of your courses have a group project in them. So in your group project, you're going to want to focus on developing your communication skills, your leadership skills, and your organization skills. Literally write this down if you have to, because this is fucking important. When you're in those group projects, you're going to step up as that leader. Okay? Because a lot of these other students I'm sure that you've seen are not very talkative. And that gives you a chance to step up as that leader, as I just said, and step up as that communicator. You can assign roles, you can assign deadlines, you can organize meetings, all of these types of traits that you could talk about when you're writing your cover letter and telling the recruiter that you are a leader and that you are a communicator and that you are an organized person. Okay? And then the second one is design club projects. Design club projects show that you have passion because you're doing more engineering outside of engineering. Courses, should I say. What speaks more passion than that, right? And then also in design club projects, you could also, again, develop your communication skills because you're going to be talking to other engineering students. You're going to be talking to even management students. You're going to be talking to electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, civil engineers, whatever your design club is. You're going to be talking to a lot of people. And then there's personal projects, which is the pinnacle way to show your passion and to show initiative. Because what speaks more of initiative than someone who tells themselves to do personal projects? What speaks more passion than someone who has the will to do projects on their own, independent of other engineers? Personal projects is all you. It's all you telling yourself what to do, telling yourself what to make. That shows passion and initiative. 2 things that are, once again, in a job posting that you can look for anywhere. They're looking for someone who's self-motivated, self-driven, who has initiative, who has passion, who's willing to learn. And personal projects are the best way to fucking show that, okay? Now, if you're making physical projects in any of these forms of projects, then you're going to showcase it in a design portfolio. Because all of these recruiters, they're flipping through all of these pages of text and text and text of resumes and cover letters, right? And the one thing that's going to stand out is a personal project portfolio or just a project portfolio in general. Because these recruiters, they don't have to read a single word on these portfolios in order to see what kind of work you can do. Like, let's talk about an analogy, okay? So say that you're scrolling through YouTube and all of that, and you see that there's no thumbnails on these videos. You wouldn't have a visual representation to see what this video is about, right? So in the same way, when these recruiters are scrolling through your applications, if you don't have a personal project portfolio, then they don't have a visual representation of the work that you can do. And you might be thinking, yeah, I don't want to spend so much time making a portfolio though. And that's okay. Because in the link in the description, I made the templates for you. If you join my course, you save 2 hours of work making a portfolio, and you can make a portfolio with my templates in only 5 minutes. It only takes you 5 minutes. You just add your photos to it, you add your text to it, boom, you got a portfolio. But now you're asking, how will I have any time to actually do these projects? That's what I'm saying here. Don't focus on your grades, focus on experience. The only way that you're going to develop your experience is sacrificing some of your time from your classes to develop those experiences and those skills that are attractive to these recruiters for engineering companies. Now, once you have developed this base level to the maximum, now you're going to work your way up to internships. And as I said, you're going to want to build a portfolio to actually attract recruiters for these internships. And all these other nerds that are not prioritizing internships like they should be, they're all just studying in their classes, studying, and they're not actually developing the experience that would be absolutely more useful than any report card. Because internships, they show you how fabrication works in the engineering industry. They show you how manufacturing processes work. They show you how to talk to other engineers. They show you how to take orders from project managers. This is all things that would be useful in the engineering industry once you graduate to work in your actual pinnacle job. Internships are basically a free trial for the engineering industry. Okay, the best way to get an engineering internship is my way. I got my very first engineering internship in a 2-week time period. I had no design club experience, no industrial experience, I had no network, and I had no co-op program to turn to because I didn't, quite frankly, I didn't join it. So if you click the top link in the description, once again, I have the step-by-step way to get your first internship, no matter where you're at. There's no way you're less experienced than I was. And that is 100% assurance that there's no reason that you can get similar results that I did. Okay, so if you avoid the trap of getting perfect grades and perfect straight A report cards so you can impress all of your professors, impress all of your friends, and impress mommy and daddy, then you will succeed, okay, if you avoid that trap. All of these other people that are optimizing for the perfect grades, they're gonna graduate university. They're not gonna know how to answer a single fucking question that these interviewers are asking them because they didn't talk to a single soul while they were in university. They're just studying all day like a goblin. Okay, and they won't even be able to get an interview in the first place because they don't have the experience necessary for that role. They have no way of attracting these recruiters. And even if they do cheat, as I said before, if they cheat on their resumes, then these recruiters can smell it out because they've had hundreds, thousands of interviews in the past. They can smell out lies. Okay, don't lie in an engineering interview. Don't lie in your resume. Don't lie in your cover letter because that will be exposed in the brightness. But then you, on the other hand, who looked dumber than those other people because you had worse report card than them, you're actually going to succeed above them. And they're going to be looking at you like, how the fuck did you get an engineering interview? And then you nailed that interview and they'll be like, how the fuck did you get a position? I'm still job searching. And you're going to answer like, yeah, you prioritized all of your grades above all else. And now you're at the bottom. Huh? How does it feel now? So if you want to ensure that reality, make sure you click the top link in the description. Because me, myself, as I said, I got my very first internship within only a 2-week time period. I can show you exactly how if you let me show you. I'll show you that roadmap and I'll give you those templates needed. And you will have a community of like-minded engineers like us at your fingertips, okay? I can't wait to see you inside.